Welcome back to Views with Hughes, Culture and News. This is Jerome Hughes. Now, let's go ahead and get right into it. Now, as you all know, the Fantastic Four trailer has been a bit underwhelming for the internet, and people who were expecting more from Marvel Studios, for many, seeing the Fantastic Four trailer was like we're back in the W division all over again, except this time Marvel seems to think that they've learned something by hiding the gender swapped Silver Surfer in the Fantastic Four trailer, which has already been announced last year. Okay, so basically, when it comes to the buzz for the film itself, you'd think that the Fantastic Four trailer would be the talk of the town, especially since it's meant to be the savior of the MCU in the summer of 2025. But nope, just crickets. It's like everyone's waiting for something else to save the superhero genre from its current slump. Now, the Fantastic Four trailer should be igniting the fan base, but it actually feels more like it's dousing the flames. Okay, now Pedro Pascal, as you all know, is playing Reed Richards, as we saw in the Fantastic Four trailer. Now, I love the guy in The Mandalorian, but here he just sounds like he's just still behind that helmet. Now, there's no gravitas, no sense of him being the smartest man on Earth, at least not yet in the Fantastic Four trailer. His line delivery, it felt like he was reading off of a teleprompter at a family reunion, not leading one of the most iconic teams. And then there's also Ben Grimm, aka, as we all know, The Thing. The CGI of him looks like, it wasn't finished. It's okay, but there's no warmth, no soul to Ben Grimm. Even the old Michael Chiklis suit had more life to it than the Fantastic Four trailer. Now, the CGI for The Thing in the Fantastic Four trailer looks more like a placeholder than a final product here. I'm not trying to insult, I'm saying what I'm seeing. But speaking of casting, none of these choices scream home run. You see, Vanessa Kirby might pull off the Invisible Woman, but that's the best we can hope for, okay? Now, Johnny Storm, I love the guy who plays him, but there's no energy. Where's the charisma that Chris Evans brought and stuff? This Johnny doesn't catch fire, he just smolders out. The casting in the Fantastic Four trailer itself feels like they've actually picked names rather than the actors who actually embody the essence of these characters, okay? But simply put, they're just going for a 1960s vibe, which is fine for a nostalgic kick, but it actually feels more like they're hiding behind style rather than substance for the Fantastic Four trailer. It's like they're banking on the era's charm to distract us from the lack of compelling storytelling or even character development. Now, the retro aesthetic in the trailer itself seems like a mask for deeper issues itself. I'm not sure what they are exactly yet, but here's the real problem. The superhero genre might be on its last legs. We've got Captain America 4, Thunderbolts, and now this. Now, if all these films tank, what exactly is left? There's actually a real chance that the Fantastic Four trailer and the upcoming Superman film, the Fantastic Four movie and the Superman film are the last hopes for the genre to stay relevant, but I doubt it. And about Silver Surfer, they made her a woman, as you know, and worse is that they've based it off of the one comic book series of Shala Ball becoming the female Silver Surfer that didn't work back in 2016, 2017. Now, I understand that this may be based on the alternate universe for the multiverse saga, but it feels like a gimmick rather than a well thought out character decision in the Fantastic Four trailer. It's actually like they're checking diversity boxes and hiding it instead of just giving us a story that resonates. The decision to go ahead and gender swap the Silver Surfer in the Fantastic Four trailer seems more about ticking check boxes than actually enhancing the narrative, okay? But honestly, I'm not too excited. You see, the Fantastic Four trailer didn't give me a moment to rewatch. No scene in that made me think, I've got to see that movie. And it's all the same old, wrapped in a retro bow that doesn't really quite tie the package together. Now, the Fantastic Four trailer lacks that a spark, that wow moment that trailers used to have, okay? I understand it's not a full trailer, it's just a teaser, okay? But now we're at a turning point. If Marvel doesn't get back to what made us love these characters in the first place, then the heart, the struggle, the heroism, we might see the end of an era. You see, the Fantastic Four trailer should have been a beacon of hope, not just another summer blockbuster, okay? And that all goes without saying. But the thing is, like I said earlier in this, video, the only exciting thing about this is first Vanessa Kirby, and then it's Pedro Pascal, okay? And the fact of the matter is, these people are good actors. It's just it seems like they could have just given us more. I mean, I could be wrong. Okay, I could be wrong because I can hear y'all and see y'all in the comments just going nuts. It's just a teaser trailer, Hughes. You can't expect everything. Just wait till the movie comes out and then judge it. I hear it all, but it's the trailers as well as the teaser trailer that would actually convince me to see these movies or not. Okay, but let's be real here. You see, the Fantastic Four trailer, I mean, has the potential to be a turning point, but it needs to do more than just show us these characters. We've seen them before in new outfits. It needs to actually dive into what makes these characters tick, what their struggles are, and how they overcome them. Okay. We saw a bit of that, honestly, but it's just I wanted more of it, okay? And I can understand that it's a teaser trailer, but here's the thing. I hate teaser trailers. Okay, I'm gonna be honest with you. Just point that out right there. I hate teaser trailers. Y'all may love teaser trailers, and that's fine. I'm not angry at you, but if you love this particular one, then hey, that's you. If you enjoy it, I'm glad you enjoy it. Okay, I'm not saying this to go ahead and put out there a whole spiel or hate speech or whatever, but the fact of the matter is, I'm just being honest from my observation. Feel free to disagree. I'm cool with that. Okay, but here's the thing, no pun intended. It's not just about the Fantastic Four trailer. It's about the direction that the entire MCU has been heading, okay? If this trailer falls or fails to ignite that old passion, it would signal a broader shift in how these stories are told. Now, we need good innovation, we need soul, and most importantly, we need a reason to believe that in these heroes again. More importantly, we need to believe in Marvel again, okay? Because as you all know, the past few years with Phases 4 and the start of Phase 5, with the exception of Spider-Man No Way Home, Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 3, as well as Deadpool and Wolverine, the rest of these movies, they've been flops, okay? Including Wakanda Forever, which I said was going to flop and stuff, but it's like, even with that, people out there back then and stuff told me that I was wrong, I was stupid and stuff. You haven't even seen the movie, so you can't say anything about it. I go by facts. I go by data. I go by numbers. And what happened? The numbers actually proved me as well as a lot of YouTubers right. Okay? And it's been happening ever since then up until this point. But let's be real. I simply just, remember the days when the superhero movies were just more about more than just spectacle. When they were just about characters simply overcoming their flaws, showing the human side of them, about the triumph of good over evil in a way that felt earned. That's what seems to be missing here. There's no depth to these characters in the trailer itself. They're just basically figures moving through a CGI landscape that doesn't seem to be fully realized, okay? But from what we can glean, it's another origin story. How many times do we need to see the Fantastic Four get their powers? It's not just repetitive, but it's also uninspired. There are so many rich stories in the Fantastic Four comics. Battles with Doctor Doom, cosmic adventures with the Silver Surfer, the personal dramas of the Baxter Building. Yet here we are potentially watching them getting zapped by cosmic rays. Once again, no pun intended. And don't even get me started on the dialogue itself. Yeah, I know this was short, but the snippets we heard in the trailer for the Fantastic Four trailer, they're forgettable at best, cringeworthy at worst. To the back of the building, we make a point to do family dinner every week, Sunday at 7 on the dot. No matter what, we are all here. Is that supposed to be endearing? I mean, that's what we're saying here in the beginning of the teaser trailer. It sounds like a line from a sitcom, not a blockbuster superhero film, okay? Now, this movie is meant to set up future phases to introduce or reintroduce the characters who will be pivotal in upcoming events like Secret Wars. Now, if the foundation is shaky, what hope do we have for the structure above? Okay. Now, let's be real here. The MCU has been floundering since the end of the Infinity Saga. Endgame was at a high point, but what's followed has been a mixed bag at best. Now, yeah, there have been highlights where, like, WandaVision was a creative triumph, and Spider-Man No Way Home had its moments, but overall, the quality has been inconsistent, and this new Fantastic Four seems like it might just be another nail in the coffin, unfortunately. Now, don't get me wrong, superhero movies have dominated the box office for over a decade, but even the most dedicated fans are showing signs of weariness. The genre itself needs innovation, not just more of the same repackaged in different costumes, okay? But yeah, look what's actually happening in other genres and stuff. For example, horror has seen a resurgence a bit with fresh, innovative takes, even though I'm not interested in the genre anymore. Even action films, which I love, are revitalizing with unique premises of strong character-driven stories. But the superhero genre needs this too. But instead, we're just simply getting another reboot with a retro twist that feels more like a desperate grasp at nostalgia than a genuine step forward, okay? Kind of like what they always do with Robin Hood. But what about the competition? You see, this summer, Fantastic Four is up against Jurassic World. Now, that franchise isn't in the best shape either, except for with the parks. But they've got the draw of dinosaurs and a built-in fan base for the spectacle. Now, if Fantastic Four can't even compete with that, what does that say about its appeal? That's a good question. Let me know your thoughts about that in the comments below. But the Fantastic Four trailer should have been an event, a moment that everyone was talking about, but instead it's just another piece of content in a sea of content easily forgotten. Now, the Fantastic Four trailer needs to be more than just a teaser. It needs to be a promise of something great, something that we haven't seen before. And I heard y'all before, I've read the comments and everything, that you thought the trailer was good. Now, if you think the trailer is good, fantastic. But at the same time, I mean, I'm not convinced, but who am I? Let me know your thoughts about this in the comments below. Also, be sure to include any additional details or thoughts you might have on this particular topic. If you enjoyed what was shared in this video, go ahead, smash that like button below and share this video far wide across social media. And if you haven't done so already and you enjoyed all the content that I put out there, go ahead, subscribe to the channel. Click the bell notification so that way you'll be notified of future uploads and updates. Till then, peace.